Hey there, welcome to your Lion's Gate portal reading for August 8th of 2021. And it can be any Lion's Gate that you come across in your life. It doesn't have to be the one for 2021 if you happen to come across this outside that time frame, because as always, the Creator and Spirit are not bound by time and space. And so if you're drawn to this message, then there are messages for you. But if you are coming across this on August 8th of 2021, then the portal for the Lion's Gate this year kind of opened up around July 28th, depending on where you're at in the world, and is going to close around August 12th. Now, the August 8th is when the portal is the widest open, and when like the activation and the energy is just so strong. That's where, this portal increases the cosmic energy that's flowing between the physical world and the spiritual realm. So it just really opens up this portal where it's like the veil is very thin and we can communicate between those. And then amongst all that, also, there's the new moon in Leo is at its height today as well, at 7:50 a.m. Mountain Time, so depending on where you're at and all that. I do a special reading for the new moon in Leo, so that'll be linked at the end of this video here if you want to check that out as well. It'll be under the new moon, full moon readings. So if you want to check that out, just jump on over there after this one. So what is the Lion's Gate? And I love these cards here by the White Light Oracle, because it just really shows this beautiful, beautiful lion. And we'll talk about Ishtar's Lion Gate 888 here in a second as well. But what is the Lion's Gate? There's this special cosmic alignment when the sun happens to be in the sign of Leo, and the star Sirius rises into this special trajectory with the Earth. And in looking at the Lion's Gate, some information was talking about in ancient times, Sirius, the star, would match up with like the Great Pyramids, and it would do it on July 26th, and that is what Egyptian considered their new year. Of course, over the thousands of years, our systems kind of change a little bit, so those exact dates have altered a little bit. But with the sun in Leo, which is the ruler of the heart, and then Sirius, the star, bringing in all that extra energy, the veil is thin, so we can have a heightened connection with all the higher realms. Now, the symbols of the gate, the lion, and also the 8-pointed star, which, 8 is, of course, August. All of that also points towards ancient references to a woman priestess who is named Ishtar, which is all this about this Ishtar Lion's Gate. And she's considered like the goddess of the planet Venus, so like Leo's in charge of the heart. The goddess, Ishtar is of the planet Venus, which is about love. But she also had this sacred relationship with the star Sirius. And I mention all that because she's the queen of letting go, and she holds the keys to renewal from suffering. So it's kind of like the phoenix in a way where, from the ashes we rise up and renew things in our lives. And I loved when I was reading in this particular deck, it says, she is relentless in her pursuit of the path to true inner freedom. So the energy of Ishtar and the Lion's Gate portal gives us support in surrendering our attachments, letting go of identities like mother, wife, boss, brother, boyfriend, whatever it might be. And it draws us to spending time to ourself, focusing on the higher realm and our higher self that we are. So this reading that we're about to do is going to be part 1 of 2 parts, actually. So this reading is going to be about what you're ready to surrender, or you're getting ready to surrender. And then part 2 is going to be coming in September. I'm going to be doing some autumn equinox readings, which will focus on what's falling away to make room for the new, fall, autumn. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So what's falling away to make room for the new? So to make sure you don't miss out on any of those, if you haven't already, click on the subscribe button down below and make sure to hit that little bell icon and you'll get an alert when those are posted. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in to the reading now. All right, all my Virgos, this is your Lion's portal or your Lionsgate portal reading. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Power of Surrender cards. And that fits totally in, of course, because this reading is about what you're ready to surrender or what you're getting ready to surrender, or the Creator wants you to know about it anyways. So give these a good shuffle and see what your first card is going to look like here. Amazing, powerful energy coming through with this Lionsgate and the New Moon Leo. So, and this will be the spark, the start of it all. And we'll also take a look at what ripple effects are going to kind of happen here as well. So, Creator for our Virgos, what do you want them to know about this Lionsgate energy, about the surrendering? What are they ready to surrender to or surrender from? And it's surrender to creativity. And I love that beautiful mirror there. And it says, let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Yeah, so not being restricted to the have-tos, right? Like, this is how this has to happen. Whether it's a project, health, relationship, job, home, whatever it may be. Don't restrict ourselves to, that it has to be this way. Surrender to creativity, surrender all those supposed tos and have tos and shoulds, and allow things to, allow creative ideas to come into our flow. And that does happen. I just saw there's a little butterfly, like right there too. So it's seeing itself, and this is transformation. It's looking at itself in the mirror there, and so it's seeing itself, seeing the possibilities that are out there. We're also going to pull some cards here from these, the Naked Heart Tarot, and we're just going to see what else the Creator wants you to know about surrendering to creativity here. Any additional messages, verification, validation, or new information. We'll take whatever we can get from the other side, who sees things like that butterfly from a higher perspective than the caterpillar who's stuck on the ground. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Virgos to know about the surrendering to creativity? Okay. All right. Yeah, so you've got the movement of cups, which this is normally the Knight of Cups. So this is about putting love into action. So instead of mental thoughts into action, it's about making sure connecting with our hearts. So get out of our minds and get into our hearts, our passions, our, like I was talking about here, even, letting your imaginations soar. And that's where our mind can become so logical that's what can make it so linear, right? And so, folks like this, especially Virgo sun, can be very about facts and details. And so this is all about, okay, that's good for some situations, but there's this point in your life where you have to allow more room for, we don't have to, but you could allow more room for creativity. Yeah, because you got the Spirit of Swords here, which is the King of Swords. So this is all about the mind and how the King masters the swords, which swords are thoughts, beliefs, attitudes, mindsets, and all that logical, and our beliefs and expectations. So this movement of cups is about letting us know that's how the king masters his thoughts, so that he's not overwhelmed. The 10 of Swords is when we become so exhausted that we're just tired of thinking so much and all that. And then it moves into the upper, usually it's the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. And the king is the one who masters all of the swords because he understands how emotion is an important part, and balance is the key there. They're very, very gifted with detail and working things out, but he also realizes when to surrender to creativity. Surrender to the heart, right? Yeah. Because you got the Hangman here. So yeah, definitely seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from your higher perspective, from your higher self. So really realizing there's more going on than just this physical realm. That, we're these avatars, we're these characters. We're actually, I love how someone says we're angels in human bodysuits, walking around in human bodysuits, experiencing human life. But when we connect and remember and connect to our higher place, the creator is the master of creativity, of course. So when we connect to those higher realms, that place of the heart, that we connect through our heart and our emotions, that's when we have these brilliant moments of ahas with creativity and things. People, and you've had it happen, and you've seen it happen with other people, like, oh my God, how did you come up with that? I don't know, it just popped into my head. Well, that's where it comes from. And then you've got the 5 of Pentacles here, and the 5 of Pentacles can represent, usually like the 5 of Pentacles is, it'll show like a couple people that are beaten up and barefooted walking the snow past a church, and it's letting you know that you're priceless. You're not a broken gem, you're not a broken thing of pearls, and this allows you to question your worth, right? And the reason why we totally walk by the church kind of represents like the higher power, the creator, the other side, all that wonderful support we have waiting for us. But this is about our worth, going, well, I can't ask them. They won't give that to me. I don't deserve that. And so, along with this creativity about what's happening in life, is when we have our worth is so narrow, when our self-love is so small, we can only accept love from the outside as much as we love ourselves, as well as we can only love others outside of us to the extent we love ourselves. But for this, it's really about how much you love yourself is how much you're able to receive. And so this surrendering to creativity also has this journey along with you about how you feel about yourself. So this is a powerful energy for you, because you're really going to get to see that you're not this broken diamond or this broken, string of pearls, but that you are so dearly loved unconditionally, beyond measure, by the creator of all things, the mother and father of all things. If the king and queen of the kingdom love you unconditionally, who cares what the rest of the kingdom thinks? They're the ones that are the most important to know that they love you, right? We're also going to pull a card probably here from the power deck. It's the cards of wisdom, and we'll see a little more about how this energy is going to ripple out in your life here. What else the creator wants you to know about it? All right, creator, what else? What would you like Virgos to know about the ripple effect of this beautiful energy? Okay, let's make it really obvious for us. Okay. Yep, and you got ecstasy here. And I will show you this. It's card number 21, which 2 + 1 is 3, which is the number of creativity. And I'll read this to you. So ecstasy is a buoyant state of joy. One of the finest ways to maintain a state of joyousness is to examine the dark side of your being, that instinctual nature that most human beings repress in civilized life. With your instinctual nature are the seeds of ecstasy. We tend to live in our minds, in our emotions, occasionally in spirit, and almost never in our instinctual depths. We're born as wild as mountain lions, but live most of our lives like sheep, forgetting and denying whole parts of ourselves. Sit on the earth with your back against a tree and get in touch with your roots, which move deep into Middle Earth, and this will restore your joyousness and balance. Each day, listen to your body, mind, and your heart. So listen to your mind and your heart. What are they telling you about a given situation? Ecstasy is like a wind horse waiting to be ridden, the last wild ride before your passage into enlightenment. Take courage and live your passion in ecstasy. I love that, especially mentioning the balance between the mind and the heart. And it's a beautiful balance, and like we talked about, you just have this flood then of emotion and joy, and from that place, you definitely have the answers and the creativity that come through. We're going to pull some additional cards for this too, see what else the Creator wants you to know. But yeah, this flow of creativity, this flow is equal to the flow of love, like we had talked about. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Virgos to know about this ecstasy and this flow of creativity? Okay. Anything else? Just these two. So you got the Sky Father, which this is a great card because it actually is the number 4, which is the Emperor in regular tarot. And the Emperor is like the mind. It's the one that brings in our expectations, that stifles our the creative more side, because it's like society where you've got this we're at first we're born free, like I talked about, we're born free and this free flow, and then you get all these bad girl, bad boy, and also good girl, good boy, praise and punishment that restricts our actions and has a suppressive feel to it. And so that's that mind. But then they have the heart, which the Sky Father, I love this because instead it's like the opposite of that feel, right? Sky Father reminds me of the Native American reference to the Creator of all things. And it's a being of unconditional love and light, no restriction, no expectations, loves us for what we are because they created us. We're a part of us. We're little mini creators, and that's what allows us this flow into creativity, is connecting to the Sky Father. So I love that message here, showing the opposites, but also this emphasis on connecting to the Sky Father, or Sky Mother, as well. Yeah, and you got Justice. So balance. It's all about balancing the two, and with the sword, it's about balancing your mind with your heart. So that's just another reiteration, like it talked about in here, about balance is key. And sometimes, like any artist, sometimes our dark times allow us to they spark us to new creativity, because sometimes if we don't have dark times, we would just keep our butt sitting still in the situation that we're in. But if the situation gets bad enough, then we take action. So if it gets dark enough, we'll light a fire, light a light. But if it's still bright enough, we'll just still sit there in the dusk and not turn on the lights yet. That's the message I got. So we're also going to pull a card here from the Energy Oracle cards and just see what else the Creator would like you to know. It's about the energies that are coming through this Lion's Gate portal. along with this new moon in Leo. Just beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Virgos to know about this energy that's coming through the Lionsgate portal for them? Okay, anything else? Okay. You got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and 3 and 6. So there's a lot of creativity in that one, because you got not only 3, but you got double 3, 6. And add them together gives 9, which is triple creativity. So a lot of that in here. And second chakra, of course, is the orange sacral chakra, which I also believe has to do with creativity. We will see her in a moment, I'm sure. She'll mention it in the book here if it is. Yeah. This is so funny. So it's intimacy and creativity. So you got creativity and you've got ecstasy, which can come from intimacy, right? Oh, hilarious. Just hilarious. So the second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and great comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. And sometimes I read the reversals of these, and I do feel led to read this one as well. So it said, if this card was reversed, you may find that your creativity is being blocked. If this is the case, you might need to take more risks and open up to new and different ideas. Go inward to find the feeling that may be causing this blockage. Call upon Ariel to help you release old fears and self-limitations. Affirm that you are open to Spirit's love and creative inspiration. This card can also signal problems with intimacy of all kinds and issues of sexual intimacy in particular. Visualize Ariel spinning a beautiful light in your second chakra, calming and healing the energy there. Know that real closeness can be both safe and comfortable for you, and that you deserve a depth of sharing in your relationships. And the affirmation for this is, my second chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. And intimacy, like I said, that can be physical intimacy, relationship intimacy, but it can be intimacy too with Creator, with Mother and Father of all things, with the spiritual realm, because that is so life-changing, right? I mean, that is so vulnerable, really, to be able just to say, and it has to do with our worth, that what, you really want to have a personal relationship with me? I'm not just one of the many, particles of sand on a beach. You know who I am and you want to know me. And that's a hell yes from the Creator. That he wants to, she wants to, they want to interact with you, have this relationship with you where you talk and you communicate, where it's this intimacy where you let them so deep into your heart, and you get to know them so much that you have this deep love intimacy for them too. And so I love that creativity here. And these colors are definitely the same, aren't they? A lot of the same here. So beautiful. Right, and we're also going to pull some additional cards here, see what else the Creator would like to say. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Virgos to know about this? Second chakra, creativity, intimacy, ecstasy. Okay, the others. Okay. Yeah. So the Two of Cups, of course, this is, a lot of people will read this as a new relationship, new intimacy, which totally fits into this card. So I will point that out. But it is a special card from the spirit world to me about connecting with the love inside yourself. Because what it is you have this human side of you, your shadow side, your human side, this avatar you come to experience, and then you have your higher self. And so this is the joining together. On one of my favorite decks of Light Seers, it actually shows, two people joining hands, and that's the feeling that comes from this when we don't battle against ourselves, when we embrace our shadow and give ourselves the unconditional love we've been searching for on outside of ourselves in all the wrong places, right? It joins together in this beautiful, cohesive, unconditionally loving, just progression in our path here, because you have that bond together instead of this battle going on inside. So it's really getting to know and opening up to your inner love for yourself. Yeah, Eight of Wands is, this does show energy coming from the outside, and, Wands isn't necessarily messages, but it is energy coming from outside of you, and it comes quickly and it comes fast. So this can represent that you have people coming from your outside world that come in, but it's when you're opening up to this love, like it was talking about in this card here, you're inviting in those beings that are at that higher vibrational level of love, where you feel comfortable opening up to them. Because with this love, you can't help but when they have that unconditional love and that glow inside them, and you do too, you just bond. And that doesn't have to be, like an intimate relationship, like physically intimate, but you can find people that are like brothers from another mother, sisters from another mister, where you just have these deep bonds and connection, like instant, like I've known you before, and it's like finally we've met, and you have that tribe that you attract. Like it says, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Yeah. And here you go, the universe. So this is like your wholeness, completeness, just feeling, like you've here's your hive, here's your tribe. And the universe represents both the higher realm as well as, the physical realm. The souls that are walking around in human bodysuits, you'll recognize them, the higher selves, and that connection with them, as well as the invisible. So, your relationship with the Creator, with the Spirit, Holy Spirit, whatever your, faith is, guardian angels, spirit guides, loved ones who've you knew in this lifetime that have already gone back to the other side, your ancestors, and unicorns and fairies and whatever else may be, whatever your belief in the higher realm of these beings of unconditional love and light. You have this whole I would say comforters, but more just this whole group of beautiful beings of unconditional love and light that are just so excited and waiting to connect with you through your heart. So, it really starts here. I mean, creativity, it's really getting outside of this. This is the way it has to be. This is how I have to meet people. This is how people need to be, and connecting into this worth, the sense of worth through the love that you get from, the Creator of all things. It just really changes things, obviously. And then lastly, I'm going to pull some cards here from the Everyday Tarot, just to see what else the Creator wants you to know just about this. flow of love and creativity that's coming into your life here. Just that beautiful movement. And it's great to help balance the sacral chakra. It's orange. So wearing orange, surrounding yourself with orange flowers, orange things, eating orange food, drinking orange, liquids, whatever it may be, In fact, I'm just going to bring this hard in here. It's just really connecting with that. And when you have it visually outside of you, then it just moves to within you too. Inside and out, outside and in. Hey, Creator, what else do you want our Virgos to know about creativity and intimacy? Their sacral chakra. Okay. Yep, so you got the star here. And this is about hope. And what this is like the Aquarian card. And what that is so this is like the water bearers bringing what is the living waters. And this is the water that quenches us. The message that the Aquarians bring is they show us what we're truly thirsty for. And, those external things on the outside don't fulfill us, but the unconditional love of the Creator is what that living waters is, right? And what I love is that it comes into the earth, which is all our mind and thoughts, and then also into the waters, which is our emotions and spirit world. So that love just permeates every area of our life. The Seven of Pentacles is about having patience. She's doing her work. You're seeing the growth happen, but be patient with it as well. The Pentacles are about the outside world, so be patient with the outside world as things change, as things transition. I always get this little saying, I think it's a Zen saying about, chop wood, carry water. It's deal with today, deal with the moment, do the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. Just look at the very next thing. Don't look at the entire thing and go, come on, come on, come on. It's about being patient, watching things grow and doing those daily tasks. Yep, and there you go. 10 of Cups. That's like life fulfillment, all emotional fulfillment. In fact, it's not only fulfilling yourself and overflowing, but it also is about generational things. So this connection and this journey and this energy that you apply and this transition you go through with your life, it actually changes you, but it changes other people too. And it can be a representation about breaking chains. So, it can be generational, ancestral chains of attitudes, can be abuses, physical abuse, sexual abuses, emotional abuses, or just beliefs that the family has had for generations. This is an indicator that you have the power to be the one that breaks that chain, and not only for your ancestral line, but for everyone else that you impact, all these other people that you interact with. You'll have influence on each other's lives, but you can also impact that those chains that have been binding, for ancestral lines for generations. So beautiful, beautiful healing love energy tint to it all as well. I love this. Just a reminder, this is just part 1 as well. Part 2 will be coming. I'm going to be doing the fall equinox readings. Beginning of September is when they're going to be coming out, and they're going to, where this focuses on like what you're ready to surrender to. That's going to be like what's falling away out of your life, making room for the new. So that'll be kind of, where this is leading to. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that so you don't miss those videos. Hit the little alarm icon, and then you will get notification when those come out as well. And if you love these type of readings and these resonates and you want to see more of these, just give me a big thumbs up there, and that helps me know which videos are more in demand and that people want more of, and we'll definitely see what the Creator would like us to do. So just know, as you do go throughout this energy flood that's coming in here for you, that every second of every day You are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things, and I love you too. Enjoy your Lionsgate energy portal, and we will talk to you soon. You take care.